Hi there everyone, my name is Neil Howes and I'm a member of St Peter's Church in Thorney, and today's reflection is on Luke chapter 11 verses 37 to 41. When Jesus had finished speaking, a Pharisee invited him to eat with him, so he went in and reclined at the table. The Pharisee, noticing that Jesus did not first wash before the meal, was surprised. Then the Lord said to him, "Now then, you Pharisees clean the outside of the cup and dish, but inside you are full of greed and wickedness. You foolish people, did not the one who made the outside make the inside also? But give what is inside the dish to the poor, and everything will be clean for you." It's perhaps slightly ironic that the day after the latest round of COVID restrictions have been announced, that today's reflection is on a rather feisty exchange between Jesus and a Pharisee, which is triggered by the subject of hand washing. And perhaps next week we'll have a reflection on the importance of wearing masks. One of the great things about the Gospels is that they give us an insight into all aspects of Jesus' human personality. If we think about the traditional image of Christ, though, he's often portrayed in paintings and pictures at his most gentle and compassionate. Yet there are other passages of the Gospels which show a far more complex personality, a very passionate man, capable of throwing over tables in the temple whilst giving vent to his anger, a man who is not afraid to speak truth to power, no matter what the consequences. The one thing that seems to have triggered Jesus' wrath time and time again, particularly when it came to the Pharisees, is the subject of hypocrisy. The flashpoint for today's exchange is Jesus' failure to undertake a ceremonial ritual before a meal, a ritual of cleansing that the Pharisees considered it a sin not to adhere to. But of course the argument that ensues is about something far deeper than just hand washing. What triggers Jesus' anger is the false sense of piety on the part of the Pharisees. The fact that they've been attempting to reduce faith and religion to a set of intricate and arcane rules and rituals. And by taking that path, Jesus is saying religion ceases to have any real meaning. In fact, it can become something far worse than that. It becomes something that's used to condemn and judge others. And let's not kid ourselves that Christians can't and don't sometimes fall into the same trap. Jesus then goes further, and he doesn't pull any punches. He accuses the Pharisees of being obsessed with the cleaning of the outside of the cup and dish, as he put it, without giving any thought to the inside. He accuses them of using their rules and rituals to hide their greed and wickedness. Give what is inside the dish to the poor, he says. That will make everything clean. Now that call to action could simply be taken as meaning that what's important is what we do for other people, rather than the number of times that we go to church or attend Bible study or any of those kind of outward demonstrations of faith. Perhaps that's part of the message that Jesus was intending to convey, but I don't think that's the whole of it. Because no amount of good deeds can change who we are on the inside. And perhaps there's also a part of us all that is a little bit Pharisee. We can become obsessed with how people see us. We can worry about what people think of us, whether we're being seen to do the right thing. But all too often we can ignore what's on the inside. We can hide away our anxieties, our prejudices, our fears. All of those emotions are part of what makes us human. They make us what we are, but all too often we ignore them or bury them. We focus on our busy lives. We very rarely allow ourselves time and attention that we need in order to heal and develop and grow. But as Jesus reminds us, God who made the outside made the inside also. In other words, we can all become better people if we just allow God to help us. So in the coming week, I'd like you to try and carve out a little bit of time for reflection for yourself. Give yourself a break. Go for a walk or a run if that's your thing. Perhaps try a little meditation or prayer. Reach out to somebody and meet up for a virtual chat if that helps. Whatever you do though, try not to let your mind wander. Forget about work or the 100 other things that you have to do. Try to use that time just to focus on you for a minute. To focus how you can let God help you clean the inside of the dish as well as the outside. And with that in mind, we're going to end today's reflection with a prayer by a guy called Father Thomas Keating. And it reads as follows. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome everything that comes to me today because I know that it is for my healing. I welcome all thoughts, feelings, emotions, persons, situations and conditions. I let go my desire for affection, esteem, approval and pleasure. I let go of my desire for survival and security. I let go of my desire to change any situation, condition, person or myself. I open myself to the love and the presence of God and to God's action within. Amen.